Hello, people. Welcome. I'm Saleem, and this is my Bohemian kitchen. I've got something really interesting for you guys today. First off the bat, we're gonna do a sort of marinated rucola pesto with some pizza cheese mozzarella. Second off the bat, we've got a beautiful piece of fish, tiger prawns, some capers, and third, lastly, red, sweet strawberry soup with a lovely vanilla cream. My hunt for the freshest ingredients takes me to Tony and Dean's fishing boat. Here I am on the famous Cocoa Beach, trying to catch the freshest fish that Goa's ever seen. Wish me luck. Follow me and let's get started, okay? I live in Goa and spend part of the year in Ibiza, Spain. Experimental and passionate cooking really turns me on.
It's every cook's dream to have his own restaurant.
Sublime's my baby. Join me for some wild cooking. First off the bat, we've got a marinated mozzarella pesto, okay, with rucola. We're gonna wrap that up in some beautiful filo pastry from Greece, okay? I'm gonna show you how that's done. Got our mozzarella over here, rucola leaves, broken right in there, some cashew nut, boom, a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. All right, let's take a look inside. That's totally okay. Grab this stuff from here, put it in our mixing bowl. Get rid of this. Next, one of my most favorite ingredients of all, sun-dried tomatoes, okay? Give them a little kind of julienne cut. All right, I'm gonna add this to my pesto right here. Mozzarella cheese. Cut this up into sort of small dices, okay? All right, gonna mix all this up into the fridge and keep this chilled for just a few minutes while I do the rest of the stuff, all right? Tomato sauce, okay? What we're gonna do here is a tomato reduced sauce. For that, we need an onion, boom. 3 peeled and blanched tomatoes, if you can see that. Beautiful. Okay, and a little bit of garlic, maybe 3 cloves. Chop it real simple, chop it real easy. Maybe about 3/4 of an onion for this particular dish. We don't need all that much. Frying pan. Let's get in here. Add a little bit of olive oil to this. Next up, we're gonna squeeze these peeled and blanched tomatoes I have here, okay? I kind of get in there with my hands, get all kind of sensual, and squeeze these tomatoes with all the passion I have in me. I'm gonna go ahead and take these onions and this garlic, drop it in here. All right, a little bit of salt. Because we're making a tomato sauce, I'm gonna put a little bit of sugar. That's to neutralize the acid of the tomato, okay? I'm gonna get my basil ready and chop that up for my sauce. Can't really do a tomato sauce without basil. As you can see here, our onions and our garlic are beautifully kind of frying up a little bit. I'm gonna add my tomatoes in here now. Are you guys following me? Okay, got our red wine right here. Boom, just a little shot and let this reduce slowly. At the same time, I'm gonna make sure my oven is preheated, okay? 210 degrees. I'm gonna pull out some very funky ingredient. I'd say almost the star of this show. You're all probably wondering what it is. Filo pastry, okay? It's super healthy. This is just wheat flour and water. Next thing's up, I'm gonna boil a little bit of water. And why am I gonna do that? Because I wanna blanch some green onion. And why am I gonna blanch green onion? I'll tell you about that while I'm doing it a little bit later, okay? There we go. Here's a little bit of salt in that. Next, moving right along. Be really careful with this filo pastry because this stuff is like paper thin. But there's a good side to this filo pastry. Because it's kind of like a bed sheet, okay? you can basically do anything you want with it. You can sort of take this patch and stick it over there and stick it together. Now our water looks like it's boiling. I'm gonna grab some of this green onion over here. I'm gonna put it in there. A little bit of olive oil, just a tiny little bit. I'm gonna kind of just drizzle a couple of drops of olive oil on this filo pastry, just like so, okay? I'm gonna use my 2 fingers and I'm gonna kind of rub and dab the olive oil all around this filo pastry, okay? Beautiful, just like so. I'm gonna kind of put this patchy piece that was a little bit broken and kind of stick it there. Knife, gently, gently take this green onion out of here, just like so. All right, and I'm gonna put a little bit of cold water on this, cool it down a little bit so I can work with it. All right. Now, to make your rope, we're gonna tie these together. I'm just tying a basic knot, just like that. Hope it's long enough, we'll just have to see. All right, there's our little green onion rope that we prepared over here. Next up, I've put this sort of tomato sauce off. All we're gonna do here is kind of add our basil leaves, okay? All right, so we've got our filo pastry here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull out what I put inside in the fridge initially, which is our lovely mozzarella, pesto, rucola, and sun-dried tomato mix. I'm gonna kind of take this out of here, put that in the center of the plate. Full concentration right now. All right, that's about as big as you wanna go, all right? You see this? I'm gonna take 1 corner from this side, 1 corner from this side. I'm gonna lift it up. 1 corner from this side, 1 corner from this side, and you're gonna gently kind of form it into almost like a little purse or a little pouch. Take our string and tie it around to hold it in place. Enclose that up. Okay? All right, baking dish. We've got a preheated oven that I've sort of put on 15 minutes ago. Should be nice and warm by now. Tiny little bit of olive oil on that dish. I'm gonna take this up real quick and gently put it in the oil, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and fire that in the oven. We're gonna tie these together. What can we work on next? I got this frying pan right here. This is gonna be kind of a pastry, cheesy kind of a dish. So I think the best thing to go with that would be some bread, okay? Give you guys a couple of slices. One, 2, 3. Now it's just a matter of waiting for probably 8 to 10 minutes. And let's pull this lovely piece of pastry. Woo! Beautiful aromas of basil, tomato, and red wine coming out of this thing right here. Oh, look at that. Melted cheese, pastry. It's nice to eat anything with cheese, sort of with baguette and bread. All right, filo pastry, rucola pesto marinated mozzarella, and red wine tomato reduction sauce. Let's see what this is all about. Wow. All right, melted cheese. Yummy, good job. My hunt for the freshest ingredients takes me to Tony and Dean's fishing boat. Here I am on the famous Cocoa Beach, trying to catch the freshest fish that Goa's ever seen. Wish me luck. What's up, Dean?
Catch fish here, yeah?
Dean was just showing me the fishing lure, which is one of the craziest sort of psychedelic colors. And these are some really big hooks. Look at the size hooks on these things. I know some of the fish that these guys have brought, because what they do is They bring it after they catch it into the restaurant. And a lot of times the fish is still breathing. That's how fresh the fish is. It's unbelievable. And you can't see anything like that anywhere else. Woo! Here we are on the boat. That's the thing about fishing. You might go out one day and catch a 200-kilo fish. You might catch a half-kilo fish. It's not about that. It's about being with friends, bouncing up and down on the waves. You've got the sun in your eyes, the wind in your hair, and this is life here in Goa. We love it. We don't want to give it up. Let's see what we can take this back to the kitchen and create something bohemian. Welcome, welcome back, guys. Good to see you again. Let's start on our next meal, which is going to be a main course dish. We're going to have sort of fillet of pomfret, which I'm going to cook up for you in a real special way with capers and lemon and fresh parsley and tomatoes. All right, let's get started. Let's get our beautiful piece of fish, our beautiful prawns. We've got some lovely tiger prawns over here, already cleaned and deveined. I've got a even more wonderful fillet of black pomfret, if you can see this over here. Divide both fillets into 2 portions. I'm just gonna mark a few slits into this pomfret. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a plate. Get a little bit of flour on this. Okay, a little bit of salt. Pepper. There we go. I'm gonna put that skin side down in our flour. That's done and taken care of with. We've got these beautiful sort of pre-peeled and blanched tomatoes here. All I want to do with this is sort of remove the center part of these tomatoes. Our garlic here that we can maybe chop up a little bit. I'm going to use 3 or 4 of these garlic cloves right here. All right, we'll grab a big frying pan for the fish. Another small frying pan for the prawns. Okay? Cook the prawns in butter. Add a little bit of olive oil to this. Skin side down. Okay? Add these prawns to this butter mixture right here. Boom. 2, 3, 4. Maybe one more just because it's an odd number. 5. Okay, and we're gently gonna kind of cook our prawns on both sides. We can drop these bits of garlic that we chopped up in here. No problem at all, all right? Flip these prawns. Our garlic is browning nicely with our fish. Add our tomato pieces. A little bit of salt and pepper on the tomatoes as well. Everything you add to this dish, you gotta make sure you keep seasoning, okay? Some capers. Gonna add that to the dish. White wine, very important ingredient. All right. Tiny little bit of butter. All right. There we go with some butter. And that's it. Beautiful. For plating, there's no real actual perfect way. Do what you want to do. I'm going to just kind of create this how I think would be a nice way to plate this. Maybe add some of these beautiful prawns. This lovely sort of white wine, caper, and butter sauce that we have here with a lot of garlic taste, just like so. Chopped parsley is a fundamental part of this dish. Okay, and we've got some balsamic reduction I've made earlier here. A little bit of effect. Okay, we can maybe garnish it lastly with just 1 piece of parsley here, which we'll just put on our fish. There you go. Very simple. 5-minute fish and prawns with capers, lemon. Okay, a little bit of white wine. Let's try this black pomfret fillet that we've cooked up with lovely, lovely Mediterranean style olive oil and capers and beautiful tomatoes. Moist and scrumptious. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna show you how to make a sinful strawberry soup with a homemade vanilla cream. Let's go. First things first, 2 saucepans. All right? I'm gonna put some water and get that to a boil, okay? And what am I gonna put in our water? The star of this, beautiful strawberries. There they go inside, okay? Along with the strawberries, I'm gonna add about 1/2 tablespoons of sugar. There goes the sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this bowl. Next up, we're gonna start on the vanilla cream. We need 1 egg. We're gonna separate that. 1 egg, where we gently remove the yellow, like so, and put it in there. 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and whisk that up. There we go, we'll let that sit for a few minutes. Now while that's sitting, I'm gonna heat up 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of cream, and get that in there, okay? We got 1/2 vanilla bean right here. I'm gonna cut this in half and remove the inside, okay? To cool it down, I've got this jar just here. All right. And I'm gonna gently incorporate this mixture into our egg and sugar combination that we've made a little earlier, okay? Very, very little at a time. Obviously, you don't wanna cook your eggs, okay? Okay, now this goes back on the burner and back in the pot. That goes in there. Wooden spoon, of course. And what we want to do now is we want to cook our egg yolk that's in this mixture right here, okay? Remember, keep mixing it up and down. You got to be over this pot all the time, all right? All the time. Now, while that's cooking over here, take that off for 1 second. I think our water here of our strawberries are almost sort of half reduced. I've got a strainer here, a fine strainer. I'm going to go ahead and pour this cream in the strainer. The reason I'm doing that is to sort of get rid of the overcooked egg. And even more importantly, a lot of those sort of vanilla bean fibers are going to be removed. All right. That's going to go into the sink. Our strawberries are also done. We're going to shut that off. I put my strawberries in this bowl right here so I can get into the freezer and cool it down as fast as I can, okay? The cream as well. Both these guys are coming in here. All right, it's been a few minutes. I think our strawberry soup and our beautiful, yeah, that looks really nice. And our beautiful homemade vanilla cream, yep, is done and chilled. We're gonna go ahead and blend this soup now. Make sure the top's on, of course. And that's gonna go working. All right. Same time, what we wanna do is we wanna strain it one more time to get all these fibers and these kind of strawberry seeds out of the soup. Beautiful, beautiful, man. This looks lovely. It's a lot of pinks. I mean, I don't know who doesn't like strawberry soup, to be honest with you. Everybody likes strawberry soup. You can serve this. This can be a huge hit in your household, in your party, anywhere. I mean, everybody loves strawberries. You can chill this really nicely and kind of even freeze it, make a sorbet out of it if you'd like during the summertime. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful thickness. It's exactly how it should be. The thickness is absolutely perfect. Gonna ladle in our beautiful, thick, homemade vanilla cream. Look at how beautiful that looks. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of put that in the center right there. Lovely. All right, a little bit of mint to garnish. Maybe we'll put 3 of these little bad boys on here. 2, 3. All right, check it out. Strawberry soup, homemade vanilla cream. I don't know who wouldn't like something like this. And it's just literally a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, killer. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely delicious. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we did today. Firstly, filo pastry, rucola pesto marinated mozzarella, and red wine tomato reduction sauce. Next, 5-minute fish and prawns with capers, lemon. Okay, a little bit of white wine. And lastly, strawberry soup, homemade vanilla cream. We all need to be refreshed sometimes. It's human nature. What do? I put on some nice clothes and I go out. All right, guys, thanks for coming this time. I'll see you guys when you come back again. Ciao.